Hey guys, it's Janessa. I have young kids and I get really excited when companies send me some different educational pieces that my kids would really enjoy actually playing with. So I was sent this to give you a quick breakdown, how it works, if it stands up to the product description. So I'm going to show you kind of some of these features and you can figure out if it's right for you. So what they claim through here is that in these, it is really difficult to show on camera, but we can see these little gray outline boxes here, okay? They give you these special ink pens that's actually disappearing ink. So as kids practice this, and so not only is there a gray line, but there's actually kind of a little trough for your pen to go in, so the kids can practice those shapes, but there's a bit of a guide to go with it as well. So we're gonna take our pens. So they give you like a blue and a black kind of color pen, and lots of different types of, or lots of different refills to go with it. So we're gonna go and insert this pen in here. We're gonna put our tip on. Okay, twist that on there. Put the top in. They also give you two different pen grips. So if you have children, you've ever worked with writing with them, sometimes the thinner pens can be more difficult. I like to always get my kids like thicker pencils. It's just easier for their little hands to grip. But you can just stick this right on here. There's actually a spot you can see on the pen that this goes onto perfectly. And then there's these little grooves that kind of show you where your fingers are supposed to go. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so on here, what I think is really neat is this is actually disappearing ink. So we're gonna go and draw here. Okay, we'll do our circle. And again, there's a little bit of like a trough for like a guide that will kind of hold your pen slightly in place, but it's not enough for it to actually like do all the work for you. The kids still have to try. So we've got our shape books here, some really fun little drawings. All right. I mean, obviously not all of these have like the little troughs to guide you, but really fun. I think this is great to stick in the car. If you're someone like myself that has to travel quite often to and from sports practices or just sitting like waiting for practices, this is a really cool activity book that they can just use over and over and over again because it is disappearing ink. It comes with, let me see here, we have our shapes book. Finding the front page. Oh, we have our drawing. We have an alphabet book. We have our numbers. We have words and we have math. So again, the fantastic part about the disappearing ink is it can get used over and over again. But kids love winning and competing things. And they also have these great reward charts here at the end. And they come with lots of stickers too. So my kids love activities like this where they like know that they're doing well and I can kind of check it. But this is a really great little activity set for them. It's easy to store. And honestly, if you're in a pinch, and you're like me and you may lose the invisible ink, I think it's still a great value, even if you're using like a pencil or just a pen. So let's take a deeper look into the words book. You've got kind of your colors, touch your nose, touch your mouth. It's a really great little set. And I think if you've got kids, these sorts of activities will really keep them entertained. You've got a math portion, okay? Yeah. So the great thing about this as well is I think if you have multiple kids that are, you know, between the ages of like 3 and maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7, even maybe 8, they can both work on this, right? So this doesn't have to just be for your really young child. This one set can actually be used by multiple children in that age group, because, you know, if you buy one kid something, they're all gonna like want a piece of it. This is a really great set because the kids can also work on these as well, you know, depending upon if it's age appropriate. And because it's disappearing ink, if the kids want to go and fill out a couple pages, even if they're older, it's really not going to hurt anything. So overall, I think this is a great set. It's a good value. Disappearing ink is super cool regardless, but it comes with a lot of disappearing ink. So there's lots of like extras here for you. It comes with 2 pens. So again, if you've got multiple kids working on something, they can each have their own pen and multiple books to choose from. You've got your stickers, and this again will help reward them and kind of cheer them on as they start working through this pack. I will say that this container that it actually comes in, this box, it's got a nice handle here, and this is actually a great way to store it and keep it with you when you are traveling. You know, maybe you're going to a sports game for like an older kid. This is probably would be a really popular thing at the ballpark for my younger siblings, especially when they were younger and their friends. But yeah, it can actually be stored really well in this great container. And yeah. So overall, I think it's a really great set, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a fun activity, fun, quiet activity.